I intend to serve is simply a reflection of that you which already know. Yeah, that's right. So that you can better know yourself. Okay, so what do you know? Let's see what you know. What is the message that we have today? We have longing. What else? We have different pages. You and this person don't share the same vision. And one more. Friendship. Now we do have this friendships leading to more, and then we have obsession at the bottom. All right. So one of you says friend zone, and one of you says, possible restraining order in the future. It's more intense than longing. It is starting to feel slightly unhealthy. Okay, let's find out why that there is such a great divide on these two energies, please. Okay, unsatisfied. Third party. Reminiscing. Okay, this is not an inhabits. The bottom of this deck is space. Yeah, this is a breakup, actually. This is a breakup reading. Okay, so this is somebody, I don't know which side you're on yet. The values that you and this person don't share are regarding fidelity, for sure. So this is either you were unfaithful or this person was unfaithful. Now with habits here, there could be something that is between you two that is not a third party, but it is causing a divide in the relationship that is substantial. It doesn't feel, it feels like you are able to still, okay, so it must be, you still, okay, so it must not have been a third party because you're still willing to be friends with this person or you still view them as a friend unless you were the one that's longing. Okay, that's too much to unpack. All right, we have one person that is slightly obsessed. They are longing for you. They want to be friends with you. Reverse roles as it applies. And then we have another energy that says, I'm sorry, we're on different pages. Friends are okay. Our values just don't align as far as habits. And whatever that value is, it is actually interfering with the ability for you guys to be together. The person that is longing is the one that has the habits, though. Okay. Let's get the energy of the viewer. Or let's get, okay. We have energy and faith. Boy, I just got cold chills on that. Energy and faith. Of growth. Okay, so you are currently in a state where you believe that this is going to grow into more. Okay, and this is the viewer, so this friendship has potential. Okay, so these two are still unclear. The energy of the other person, the other party. We have love and ghost that came out together. So this is the person that is unsatisfied and needing space. Okay, why is the ghosting, why did this happen? Abundance and disruption. Okay. So this is the one that also has the habits. Which would be the interruption or the disruption. Which what leaves you for reminiscing. The obsession is actually regarding the habits. And we ended up with forgiveness and obstacles. And I think this one is forgiveness, which would make this obstacles. And that energy is done. Okay. All right, let's take a look at it one more time. So you currently see this as a potential for more, and you are longing for the friendship. I said longing. You are longing for this friendship, reminiscing the times that you did have together. And then you do have forgiveness here. And then this person ghosted you because of unsatisfaction, is in need of more space. They have abundance of disruption, which leads me to believe that they are the ones with whatever problem that's causing an issue in your relationship. That's your obstacles. And since it's a habit, the obsession kind of goes with it. Okay. All right. And then the different pages is actually a shared energy. Whoa. All right. Feel free to correct in the comments down below because that one's that's a tough one. The intermingling there is inconsistent for sure. Okay, so tell me a little bit about this. Tell me about what happened. Where did we start? It started as the Seven of Cups to the Emperor. Okay, so is this person like, although, okay, if your person is sitting in an Emperor energy with the Seven of Cups, that would make me believe that that person, that energy has a lot of options. Which would make you one of many options. Okay. But then you were chosen, apparently, in some respect. Maybe not. How would I work the word monogamy into that? monoganistically. Okay, then what happened? Right. The Nine of Pentacles. Then they just disappeared and you went back to your normal state of being. Okay, what was the reason for the disconnection? The Magician. What about the Magician? What was this person manifesting? The Wheel of Fortune. It would kill to see the wheel of the justice here. That would be cool. Manifesting karmic justice. We have the Eight of Wands in reverse. Okay, so it's like the energy of trying to turn back time. Or did they go back to an ex? Why are they trying to turn back time? The Page of Swords. To gather information. The Page of Pentacles. Something that they wanted to start. With the Queen of Cups. It's supposed to be they are trying to repair things with an ex. The King of Swords to the Knight of Swords. To Justice. Wait a minute. Are you the gosh, like what do they call those? Like the other person, like was this person 1313 on the timer? Okay, this is a reading for somebody who was the like the mistress or the I don't know what it's called when it's man, the mistress in the affair. Yep, that's what it is. And your person is going back to their previous partner to repair things, to come clean, to let them know what happened, and then to receive whatever type of, to see what happens. And they're really nervous about it. Okay, so what happened when they went back? Because this already happened. What happened when they went back? Oh, the Nine of Wands to the Two of Swords. Is it one more? To the Hermit. Okay, so the Two of Pentacles to the Four of Wands. All right, so they're like oscillating between being alone, right? And then trying to repair their, whatever, we'll call it a marriage. Repair their relationship, repair their marriage, and being alone, it's like the other party of that relationship is kind of dictating how often they're allowed to like come into that energy, and it looks like they're having to spend a great deal of time Give me one more for the Four of Wands. The Six of Wands. Okay. So they're kind of, so the dynamic over there is where that other person, right? So your person is feeling Nine of Wands to the Two of Swords to the Hermit, like either going over to repair that relationship with them, right? Like sometimes it's okay, and then, but most of the time it is like a battlefield where they're just beat up, right? And so they're kind of conflicted on whether they should just take the time to stay in solitude or continue with being beat up. Because while they're being beat up, though, sometimes they're being beat up, and then sometimes emotionally, okay, and then sometimes it's going like it looks like it's successful in repairing that relationship. Okay. So what are you doing? Like, yeah. Well, what are you doing? Like, do you want to be friends with this person? Okay. How does the viewer's person feel about the viewer at this time? Yeah, this is a no-go. The Tower, and which is really interesting because I would never say it out loud. But when I said, I was thinking like, what are you doing? Or like, how does this person feel about you? Or what does this person think about you? The answer that I got was they don't. Ten of Swords at the bottom of the deck, followed by the World. Yeah, followed by the Nine of Pentacles, which is what you were represented in this read, and the Queen of Swords, and the Ten of Wands. Holy crap! And Death. Oh my gosh! And then the Nine of Swords, and the Moon, and then Justice, and then the Nine of Wands. I think you literally have every one of the negative cards that are in the deck in a row, and I'm not even kidding. And then the Six of Pentacles, the Five of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, and then, oh, I guess, and then the wheel turns, right? So the Six of Pentacles, the Five of Swords, the Six of Pentacles, that's like about reciprocity. So then the wheel turns with the Wheel of Fortune, and then you start the Ten of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups, Page of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, the Hangman in the reverse, Three of Wands, the Magician. Like, what did you do to this person? They might just feel like this in the moment because they were okay. So, like, maybe this love and ghost here, right, was what they did to the person that they were with because they were unsatisfied and they needed space, right? And then this abundance and disruption was the relationship with you. Not saying that the relationship with you was terrible, but it was something that habit and third party, perhaps you were the third party. So this caused obsessive thoughts that were crippling for this person because the person really wanted to be here, and it was an obstacle because of those unhealed wounds that were blocking movement towards you. Now, you, on the other hand, you are friendship that could lead to more. Like you want to try this. Like you're going to wait this out because you have energy, the energy of faith and growth. Like, that you guys can grow together, you're compatible or whatever. Like, this could work out between you two. And this is reminiscing, missing their inside jokes, forgiveness, and then secretly longing. Like, secretly in this case, because you can't contact this person, ghost in this case, because you can't contact this person, or they're not returning your calls or anything like that, because you're trying to work out what's going on over here. Like, you told me that the energy was I was one of many or more than one, right? Okay. So that is an alignment here. What happened after was the Nine of Pentacles. You went back to being single. Okay. And then why that occurred, or like what is your person doing at this time, right? Or why that occurred was the Magician, the Wheel of Fortune, the Eight of Wands in reverse, which indicates non-forward movement, backwards movement. So they were manifesting time to go backwards, and so that they could gather information regarding an opportunity that they had with this Queen of Cups, which must be the person that they left for you, right? And they came King of Swords to the Knight of Swords to take action to receive their justice. And they were super in their head about it, like it was causing a great deal of problems. Like they were overwhelmed with the sense of like, what have I done? Right? And I think we even had regret under one of those cards. Okay, how they are currently, what's happening with them currently is they are going back and forth whether they should continue to try. Two of Pentacles to the Four of Wands to the Six of Wands, which is being victorious in this stable relationship, not so stable, but stable relationship, going back and forth between that and being alone, which is basically Nine of Wands, the Wounded Warrior, versus blocking out the Hermit, right? So it's basically they don't want to do either of those. They don't want to continue with the wrath of, I guess like you could call it like this person's perceived payback for what they did. God, you got to tell me if this is like your story. That would be awesome. Um, the like they're kind of conflicted. They're like, should I just like isolate for a little while, or should I keep trying here? Okay, and that's where we just left their energy, because my next question, although what I asked and what I heard was, what does this person think about the viewer? And I heard they don't. They don't. Okay, because they're currently very much dealing with a whole lot of drama, a whole lot of drama. Like, I'm sure that you are brought up on a regular basis, like every other, okay, and God, at least once an hour. Yeah, at least once an hour. That's not a good thing. Okay, let's just recap. What do they think about the viewer? Tower. A moment in time that changed the trajectory of their path. Okay, not necessarily a bad thing, right? A disruption, but then a painful disruption. Betrayal was involved. They were betraying this person by being with you. It closed out the cycle with the world. They're talking about you, represented by the Nine of Pentacles. It required cutting you out of their lives because it's not what they wanted. It was overwhelming. Death, ending. Nine of Swords. That's how this person presented when they had to go talk to their person about you. The Moon. Secrets kept hidden. Justice. What they're dealing with right now because of the Nine of Swords, because of their relationship with you. The Nine of Wands. How they're feeling right here. Being beat up because of their partner over here, or their ex-partner they're trying to become a partner with again. That's what they're doing to them. The Five of Swords, that constant conflict, that winning at all costs, that horrendous, just, or you can say self-sabotage. And then if you took this as self-sabotage, the Six of Pentacles makes sense, because their self-sabotage here was giving to another person that wasn't in their primary relationship. And now the wheel spins again. Damn. That's all I have to say about that. All right. So you should totally tell me if this is you. You can email me. You don't have to put it on the thing if you don't want to. You should totally email me and be like, yeah, that was my reading. That would be so cool because this one, the energies don't follow the normal pattern, the typical pattern of viewer versus energetic signatures. Okay. Thank you so much for sharing your energy. That was awesome. That was awesome. Definitely one of my top 10. I enjoyed that one. Okay, you are unconditionally loved and supported by the universe, as is your person and as is your person's original person. Okay. Until next time, take care of yourself.